Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we will be solving numericals on pipes in series, equivalent pipe, and pipes in parallel. So, pipe in series. The conditions for pipe in series are the discharge in pipe 1, 2, and 3 will be equal to the actual discharge, that is Q is equal to Q1, Q2, and Q3. And the second case is that the total head loss will be the sum of all the head losses in all the sections. See, these are the two conditions in when pipes are in series. So we'll move towards the problem. So the first problem is the difference in water surface levels in two tanks which are connected by three pipes which are in series of length 300 meters, 120 meters, 10 meters and of diameters 300 mm, 200 mm and 400 mm respectively is 12 meters. Determine the rate of flow of water if the coefficient of frictions are given as follows. So, calculate using considering minor losses as well as neglecting the minor losses. So, what is given to us? The length of all the pipes is given. L1, L2 and L3 is given. That is 300 meters, 170 meters and 210 meters. The first pipe has a diameter 300 mm, that is 0.3 meters, and then having diameter 0.2 meters, and the last pipe is having diameter 0.4 meters. So we can represent this pipe in series according to this figure. The diameter of first is greater than the diameter of second, and diameter of second pipe is less than diameter of the third pipe. Also, coefficient of frictions for the respective pipes is given. F1, F2 and F3 is given. Okay, and difference of water level, that is total head is given is 12 meters. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the rate of flow of water, that is Q. First, by considering the minor losses, and second by neglecting the minor losses. So in first, by considering the minor losses, let us assume that V1 with the velocity of water flowing through pipe 1, V2 with the velocity of water flowing through pipe 2 and V3 with the velocity of the water flowing through pipe 3. So from continuity equation and also when pipes are arranged in series, total Q is equal to Q1, Q2 and Q3. So from continuity we know that A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2 and is equal to A3 V3. So we will try to calculate the velocities in terms of V1 by using the continuity equation. So we know that V is equal to Q by A. So writing this in terms of velocity, we can write V is equal to Q by A. So we can write, so we will write the value of Q as AV upon A. So we will get an expression of the velocities V2 and V3 in terms of V1. So V2 is equal to A1 V1 divided by A2. So we will substitute these values, known values, then we will get a expression which gives value of V2 in terms of V1, that is V2 is equal to 2.25 V1. Similarly, for V3, we will calculate this V3 in terms of V1. We will get V3 is equal to 0.5625 V1. Okay. Now, first we have to find the discharge using the losses, minor losses. So, the head loss, total head loss will be equal to head loss at entrance plus head loss due to friction in first pipe. See, first head loss will be head loss at the entrance. Then there will be head loss due to friction as water is passing through the pipe. So there will be a friction. So head loss due to entrance will be there, then head loss due to friction will be there, then here the pipe is getting contracted. So head loss due to contraction will be there, and again head loss due to friction at section of pipe 2 will be there. Then moving towards the third pipe, the second pipe is enlarging in diameter. So head loss due to enlargement will be there, and also the water is flowing through the pipe. So head loss due to friction at section 3, and that is section pipe 3 will be there. And finally the liquid is moving at the exit. So head loss at the exit will be there. So what will be the expression for the total head? This will be the expression. Head loss at entrance plus head loss due to friction in first pipe, then head loss due to the sudden contraction plus head loss due to the friction in second pipe plus head loss due to the sudden enlargement of the pipe, then head loss due to the friction in third pipe, and finally it will be head loss at the exit. The summation of all this head loss gives the total head loss. So substituting the values, known values, we will get this equation. Like substitute the known values and get equation in terms of V1. All of us know that all of us know F1 value, L1 value. We know V1. We know V2 in terms of V1. We know F2, L2. We know V2 in terms of V1. V3 in terms of V1. F3 is known, L3 is known. Substitute all the known values, and we will get, by substituting the all known values, we will get an expression. We will get the value of V1 from this equation. That is, V1 will get is V1 is equal to 1.407 meters per second. Now substituting these values in this, V2 is equal to 2.25 V1, we will get the value of V2. Therefore, we have to find out the discharge rate of flow. So, when the pipes are arranged in series, Q is equal to A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2 is equal to A3 V3. So, by substituting the value of A1 V1, we will get this Q is equal to 0.09945 meter cube per second. Okay. Now, the second condition, the second consideration is by neglecting the minor losses. So, from this, the equation will be the head loss at the entrance, the head loss due to sudden contraction, head loss due to sudden enlargement, and head loss at exit. These are all minor losses. So we have to calculate the head loss by not considering the minor losses. So the head loss will be the summation of head loss due to friction in pipe 1 plus head loss due to friction in pipe 2 plus head loss due to friction in pipe 3. By adding this three head losses due to frictions in pipe 1, 2 and 3, we will get the value of V1. We will get the values of velocities. We have got the values of velocity. Substitute that and get the value of total head loss. This is your homework. The half part, the second part of this question, that is calculate the rate of flow of water by not considering the minor losses, will be your homework. So we'll move on to the next numerical, that is on equivalent pipe. Before moving to that, we will see what is an equivalent pipe. When several pipes of varying diameters and lengths are to be replaced by a single pipe of a uniform diameter, then it is called as equivalent pipe. And the uniform diameter is called as equivalent diameter. So, this expression is used to calculate the uniform diameter or uniform length of an equivalent pipe. Here L by D is the ratio of length of equivalent pipe to the diameter of the equivalent pipe, and this is the L1, L2, L3 are the lengths of pipe 1, 2 and 3, and D1, D2, D3 are the diameters of pipes 1, 2, 3. This equation is also called as Dupuytren's equation. So now we will move towards the problem. So three pipes of length 800 meters, 500 meters and 400 meters, and of diameters 500 mm, 400 mm and 300 mm respective are connected in series. These pipes are to be replaced by a single pipe of length 1700 meters. Find the diameter of the single pipe. So here the capital value of the equivalent value of length of the equivalent pipe is given, that is 1700. Then length of three pipes, that is L1, L2 and L3 is given. Diameter of three pipes, that is D1, D2 and D3 is given. So by applying equation of Dupuytren's equation, we can find out the value of D, because capital L is known, L1, L2, L3 are known, D1, D2, D3 are known. So substituting all these values, we will get the value of diameter of the single pipe as 371.8 mm. So now we will see pipes in parallel. Main pipe is divided into two or more parallel pipes, which again joins together downstream side and continues as a main line. When pipes are in parallel, the total Q is equal to Q1 and Q2. In case of pipes in parallel, the total rate of flow is equal to the rate of flow at pipe 1 plus rate of flow in pipe 2. And head loss at both the pipes, a number of pipes which are in parallel is equal. These are the two conditions when pipe is in parallel. So we will see the numerical. So two pipes of length 2.5 km each and diameter 80 cm and 60 cm respectively are connected in parallel. The friction factor for each pipe is 0.024. The total flow in pipe equals to 250 liters per second. So find out the discharge in each pipe. So what is given to us? We know that two pipes have same length, that is 2.5 kilometers. Then D1 and D2 is given. D1 is 80 centimeters, so we will convert into meters, that is 0.8 meters. Then D2 is given, that is 60 centimeters. We will convert it into meters. Then F is given, friction factor is given, and discharge Q is given. We will convert it into meter cube per second by multiplying into 10 raised to minus 3, as 1 liter is equal to 10 raised to minus 3 meter cubes. So the conditions when pipe is in parallel are the total Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2, and head loss at section 1 is equal to head loss at pipe 2. So we will see the numerical. So we know that HF1 is equal to HF2. So FLV1 square by 2GD is equal to FL2V2 square by 2GD2. This will be the substitution. Now we know that friction factors are same, lengths are same, so they will get cut off. 2G is also common, so it will get cut off. So remaining part will be V1 square by D1 is equal to V2 square by D2. So V1 square by V2 square is equal to D1 by D2. Let this equation be 1. But we know that Q is equal to AV, therefore Q1 is equal to A1 V1 and Q2 is equal to will be A2 V2. Therefore, rearrange this equation in terms of V1. We will get as V1 is equal to Q1 upon pi by 4 D1 square. Similarly, V2 is equal to Q2 upon pi by 4 D square. Now substitute this V1 and V2 values in equation 1. Substitute this V1 and V2 values in equation 1. We will get Q1 by Q2 square is equal to D1 by D2 into D1 raised to 4 by D2 raised to 4. By substituting these values in equation 1, we will get this. So, Q1 by Q2 square is equal to D1 raised to 5 divided by D2 raised to 5. So we know the diameters D1 and D2, that is 0.8 and 0.6. Then we will get an expression of Q1 square by Q2 square is equal to 4.213. Therefore, write in terms of Q1. We will get Q1 is equal to 2.052 Q2. Also, Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2. So we know Q1, we have to calculate the value of Q2. So we know that Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2. Here total discharge is known to us. Then discharge in pipe 1 is known. We have to calculate the discharge at pipe 2. So substitute the values. Then we will get the Q2. We know the Q1 in terms of Q2. So Q is equal to 2.052 Q2 plus Q2. So we will get Q2 is equal to 0.0819 meter cube per second. Then convert it into liters per second. Then substitute this value of Q2 in this equation, that is Q1 is equal to 2.052 Q2. Then we will get the values of Q1 is equal to 168 liters per second.